this is a hearing about the President's budget, and the question is, does the President's budget put us on a path to sustainability fiscally for America, or is this administration proposing any reductions, or is it proposing more increases in spending? So with regard to the President's budget, and the question I asked to Mr. Zients day before yesterday, is it not true that this budget spends more money than the current law that was passed last August?
Well, let me try and answer it this way. We propose to reduce the deficit to below 3% of GDP over the budget window.
Well, I just asked a question because I would like to know, as we deal with the crisis before us, does the President propose to spend more money than the Congress agreed to spend last year, 6 months ago? Let me hold up this little chart I had here, a handmade chart. This is what the document shows. We've looked at it very hard. It's on page 206 of your budget. It's on page 206. It indicates clearly you did not honor the sequester. It shows $1.195 trillion. So
we don't want to honor the sequester. We want to replace it.
You repeal the sequester. That's added $1.2 trillion in spending. You had a $350 billion unpaid stimulus bill. You had a $500 billion dock fix that was in the baseline but not paid for, as you well know, and that totals up $2 trillion. You had $600 billion, as you've referred to cuts in mandatory programs. It's a net new spending. Can you not agree with that?
I don't agree with that. So let's go through the basic things again.
Even if you count the bogus war savings, even if you count that, there was no source of money for that war. There's no money there that you can spend. You have to borrow that.
Senator, I know that we disagree.
My time is running out, but I don't think it's a disputable matter. I would like to just say that I don't think I've gotten an answer yet. Did the budget you submit increase spending over the current law, or did it decrease spending? Did it spend more than current law that was passed last August, or spend less?
Maybe we should have to do this some other time in more detail and be happy to respond in writing if you'd like. But we have tried to meet a test that this country did not meet for a long time, which is to say that we're going to propose not just how to get the deficits down, but how to make sure where we think we need to do something more, like, for example, more infrastructure spending or education, that we pay for it.
Well, I appreciate that, and I would just say that you spend more, so far as I can tell, and it's disappointing that you're not willing to acknowledge that. And so we can't say to the American people, we cut $2.50 in spending for every dollar of tax increases when you don't have any spending reductions.
But I think we're using a conservative, accepted, responsible definition of things consistent with the way most people would judge things in the past. Now, we do some things significantly better.
Mr. Secretary, you spend more money than we agreed to last year. That's all I ask. Did you spend more or less? I believe it's crystal clear you spend more. You undermined and gave away the cuts that were already in law just 6 months ago, and you did not have any other cuts to wipe that out.